today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Patrick Mahomes and the Philadelphia Eagles versus Robert Griffin III and the Baltimore Ravens.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 19 carries, 62 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Griffin going to keep it himself and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. He's going to keep this again. And he'll go down at the 28. Throwing on first down. Huntley caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll go option to the short side. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Oh, this is blocked. The Eagles have got it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by the reigning Super Bowl MVP in his 4th year now. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Buying time to his left. That's caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. They were able to stop. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
The option, here's Griffin. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play, and make sure he spills it for a small gain. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarter.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They run on first down with Jackson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now Carson Wentz down. Boy, you think about the injury history he's had, and he remains on the turf. While the trainers take a look, they'll step aside. On second down, it's Jackson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to. The baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a fake punt, and look, this would seem to be the area of the field to take the chance, but ultimately unsuccessful.
Yeah, and if you're going to take the chance, I think you're better off leaving your offense on the field because in this situation, most teams are coached to leave their defense on the field. They see where they are out there and realize even if they punt the ball, it's not going to go very far or it's going to go into the end zone. So they leave their defense out there, play for the fake, and in this case, they were right.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now. You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Now, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
16 yards, a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Let's do this. Just keep going. It's all right. Oh, yeah, come on. Don't do this like that.
And that'll set them back 5. The Eagles send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but and they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that one. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
2nd and 10 now. Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Griffin going to keep it himself. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. RG3. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe. able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run the option on 2nd down. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Man open left side is Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And Carr seems to be in some pain. He's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Griffin. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the option, here's Griffin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you... the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Rolling to his left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
45. Mike, 45.
Griffin going to keep it himself. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is RG3.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Hey. 4 down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd and 4.
Let's go, D. 45.
From the shotgun, Griffin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 3rd down, Griffin.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch out.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's caught by Jackson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And it's caught.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Look at this, a flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
From the gun, Griffin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
26 Mike. That's a slant.
On the option is Griffin.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
They run with Edwards. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Griffin. And that will be incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
26 Mike.
Griffin going to keep it himself.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
There goes a deep ball. End zone. Open man. Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he won't get this to the 20. Yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Lauletta, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
On the option, here's Griffin.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. RG3 with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Oh, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
40's mine. 40's mine. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Griffin looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Ravens add on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. on first down. It's Edwards. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, 45 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mahomes firing complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down. But it winds up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 15 he goes. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Kazi.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll run on 1st down. Edwards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This is Edwards. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, it's Edwards. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And out come the Eagles. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On the move to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again, escaping the pressure right. Oh, going deep here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tyrod Taylor
his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
Sorry, I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there, put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They'll run on first down. Edwards. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. Nope.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes now on first down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game.
And he's going to have to eat this one is down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fights through, and now a crease. The 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now another one thrown incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.